At least 4 people were killed in the latest round of violence engulfing the Middle East. Security is on high alert in Bethlehem this morning as violent clashes have erupted in the West Bank and Israel since President Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as the Israeli capital. Seth Doane is in Jerusalem with the latest. Seth, good morning.
Good morning. Israel's defense forces launched airstrikes that targeted what they claimed were 4 separate military installations belonging to Hamas. Hamas is that powerful Islamic group that controls the Gaza Strip.
On display in Gaza today, a volatile mix of grief and anger in a funeral procession for a Palestinian man who was shot at the border with Israel. The cycle of violence is ratcheting up. This is the aftermath of an airstrike Israelis launched in retaliation for a Hamas rocket attack across that same border. In Bethlehem today, protesters continued to pelt Israeli security forces with rocks, registering their anger with President Trump's policy shift on Jerusalem. It's a back and forth we've also seen in the West Bank town of Ramallah, where 16-year-old Shaden Obadiah was among the rock throwers.
When you heard President Trump make that statement, what were you thinking? What went through your mind?
I want to kill him, seriously.
Israelis were expecting violence and deployed extra battalions of security forces, though Jerusalem Mayor Nir Barkat is confident Mr. Trump's decision will ultimately bring peace.
It's a major important milestone in our current future and in the future, and I thank him for that.
But at what cost to security?
Sometimes we're threatened, and sometimes people challenge us, and Israel ready to go through all the challenges.
It is often those clashes and those protests that really grab headlines, but we've also heard a lot of much quieter concern from people on both sides, people who run shops or run hotels. Anthony, they have told us that business has been good lately, and they're concerned that all of this violence might scare away tourists.
Seth Doane in Jerusalem. Thank you, Seth.